Wow, a meg a second. We're testing this camera. We got 30,000 megs, 16 seconds. We're already at 24, 25 megs. Let's see how this audio works. So we're testing this Samsung camera. I happen to like it because I can flip-flop the screen, so I understand. Meaning I could point it forwards, I could pause it, stop it, flip it, point it backwards. Wouldn't be much of a cut. But we're getting an idea. It's 100 megs in a minute. So a meg a minute, 100 megs a minute. So anyway, last Friday of 2017. And as we drive down one of the bumpier roads, we'll see how the audio records with this camera here. It already looks better than that track phone that I have been using. But being an old Samsung, it's kind of like its own miniature iPod, sorta. I have one that I use for random stuff. That's this one here. It's this Alcatel. And then we got another one somewhere that's our iPod. It's got music on it. And that's the one with the 8 megapixel camera. Plus we got the Kyocera that is a waterproof doohickey. So is this Alcatel one. But these bumps, we should be able to get a good idea, hoping that we've resolved the sound issues. I'm still considering. I thought about the wire or the Bluetooth keyboard. They've got one that's battery powered and costs $20, but it's not the thin rollout thing that I was hoping to get. But what I'm hoping is we'll be able to get these tried out. There also might be a consideration when it comes to uploading speed. I'm not sure if the Samsung or the Alcatel or which one's going to be the best or the fastest, but we're going to give that a try. The idea is that with this extra 32 gigabyte SIM chip or SD card, I can flop from phone to phone, swap it out, and use some phones to just upload while I'm using other phones to work with. And so if it turns out that they're all about the same, then I'll probably use the shittiest one, or the one that I'm not using for other issues. Like I say, there's the telephone track phone, which is what I've used to do these podcasts in the past, past cods. And shit, with that in mind, I don't know. Hungry, thinking lunch, food. It's Friday, so truck stop's gonna be fish. I think Rhino's gonna be fish. but I could do burger or chicken sandwich with fries, or possibly that pork with the pasta thing. I liked that. Still figuring it out, slowly but surely. See how that records with the window down. Hopefully it's not too much more noisy, or not too noisy. I guess better grammar. Feeling reasonably well. Got us a new jacket, nice North Face, although I'm a little disappointed in the lack of pockets. At least it's super clean and super warm, and it's not too bulky, so it might turn out to be a really good Red Rocks and or otherwise outdoor work jacket, or what do you call it? It's too nice to be a work jacket unless it's nice work. Yeah, feeling a little thick in the head. Did rhino yesterday, then laundry, then a little disco nap. Then I went down to the walnut room and had a couple, and made it back for late night whiskey ginger to help with the sleep. And indeed, alcohol and weed definitely help attain some type of decent sleep. It hasn't been too terribly cold. Now, this is a good part where we can test the sound and see if it's rattling or if it's how it's doing. And so you're aware. I'm not sure if we can we do that? How low would we do that? I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out how we could spin it around so you can see me and Elvis, but that's not likely happening. Center line on the center line. Figured that's pretty close. And all these little bumps in the past when the phone was down in the cup tray or the tray holder or the cup holder tray or whatever you call it, the console. Every time I go over a bump, it'd rattle and it'd make it hard to record. And then when I tested the Alcatel phone, it had a similar situation being in that mounty thing. So I'm not sure if it's quality of microphone or mounting situation, if it's just vibrating and causing wave disturbances. Not really sure, we'll see. But I like being able to keep recording and keep streaming with the idea that I'll be able to drop this into OpenShot, make little snippets, copy the pieces together on a separate track, and just piece it together possibly. We'll see how it goes. Originally we were thinking we'd be at the lunch spot earlier than we are, but it's just now 12:06, and that allows for a couple 3 hours before their happy hour, which is 3 to 7, I think. And oh boy. Sitting here doing this recording and thinking and realize, oh, I didn't even plug in my phone to charge up. Well, I guess that's 1042 megabytes, and once we get past those clouds, looks like 12 minutes, so 1 gigabyte for 12 minutes, 10 gigabytes would be 120 minutes or 2 hours. Is that correct? So with the possibility of additional software or apps and storage space, figure that 32 gigabytes of a SD card, if 1 gigabyte is 12 minutes, 10 gigabytes is 100 minutes, or 120 minutes. So 120, 240, 360, 360 minutes possibly out of 36 gigabytes. Or would it be 32 since it's a 32 gig card and is it a gig a minute? I'm not sure. Anyway, all these little bumps should be a good test of the microphone and camera. I can tell already that it is a bit shaky. Sure if stabilizing it helps or what our best function is. 15 minutes, 1,300 megabytes. I'm kind of half remembering audio recording, I think was 5 megs a minute mono, maybe. Not really 100% sure. But in the meantime, about to get us some lunch. Driving through melty shit in a clean fucking car always makes me happy. Driving behind slow fucking turds. He's still got a signal on, so he's obviously an idiot. Oh, there goes the signal. So yeah, about to pull in. What do we got here? $16.43. So that'll be 17 minutes. If I wait, I'll do 3 more minutes in the parking lot, and we'll see what our total is. As far as storage capacity, that gives us the ability to find how much space we need for how much recording time. Usually a sign of ease. Oh yeah, totally easy. She's all pink. Figuring I'm just gonna back into this spot to keep me out of that, so that stuff can melt. And there we are. 17 minutes and 43 seconds. Pretty reasonable test. We got doohickeys for power, which is important. Got a couple, 4 phones. Got more stuff around here somewhere for these. But for now, we got lunch about to happen. Maybe do some riding. See if maybe that other good phone is around somewhere. So where are we at? 1844. The question is how much storage does 20 minutes take? 3 times that is an hour. So for 40 seconds, have a couple more puffs. That's about out. Now I'm about done with this, so it's Clem Hawkins signing off at 20 minutes.